Tierra and Zoolander, take one. Action.
Okay, here we are. Yo, what do they call me? They call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah, they call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Hey.
Damn, and I look good on camera. You know I look good on camera. Hold on real quick.
Let me upgrade. I hate the man, but the women keep the tempo. It's very seldom that you're blessed to find your equal. Still play my part and let you
Okay.
Yeah, that was nice.
I'm glad that we found something that works.
Yeah.
So, yo, what's up? It's your homie, Devin Zoolander, coming all the way live from Studio 9, for real this time. And, you know, I'm so honored because the person sitting to my right means a good deal to me, and I'm really happy to have her finally on the show because before she joined as a featured guest, she has been behind the scenes, and she even did an interview. She served as the third mic during my interview with FloJo. So
fun.
shout out to FloJo. That's enough, Flo. I'll see you next time. We gotta schedule something else. But yeah, it was really great to have you there. I feel like
Thanks.
you filled in a lot of blanks, and that was really nice. So I'm really happy about that. But now this is all about you today. We're doing all Tierra all the time. So I'm really excited about that. In our previous practice run, we went over all the buttons. So whenever you see fit, you can just press a button. So for
Yes. I'm here, guys. I'm on the show.
Yes, yeah. That's
So
right.
again, I am Tierra Goode, and I am an actress. Well, I wear many hats, but today I want to focus on my acting. So yeah,
Okay.
there it is.
Yeah, and today I want to focus on these noises not coming.
I know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like totally harshing my mellow.
Get it together, producer. Yeah,
Anyway, so how are you today?
I'm fabulous. I'm just happy to be on the show. I'm happy to be highlighted on the show. It's exciting.
Yeah. Now, as you said before, you wear many hats, but today we're going to focus on acting, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
and why is it that we want to focus on acting? What is it about acting that means so much to you?
Well, the reason why I want to focus on acting right now is because a lot of people have been seeing me post more of my acting, abilities on social media. Normally I do not, but I'm learning the importance of posting and what social media can do for you because it wasn't real until I posted it on social media. I'm like, guys, I've been doing this for a long time. But it wasn't real until I started posting it. So everybody's like, oh my God, you're just doing this? No, I've been doing it for a long time, but I'm not a poster. Like, I'm always busy. I can't just post, and it's just not my thing. But I love everyone who sends me messages and stuff like that. If I don't reply, it's not because I don't like you guys, it's because I don't like social media. But I'm starting to fall in love with it. So that's a good thing. Where's the applause?
Yellow.
Yellow! My favorite color. Thank you. I'm getting into it now.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
That's very nice and seen. All right. Yes. Very good. I wonder if people actually do that. But yeah. So nice to have.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
I feel constricted now.
I know it's. Oh yeah.
It's all right. We're just gonna sit here and vibe out.
Right. That's correct. So, you mentioned that previously you weren't really on social media, really promoting what you do as far as your abilities as an actor.
Yeah.
But now you're starting to see the benefits of doing it.
Yeah.
So let's take it back to your acting before you were where you were a little bit more forthcoming on social media. Let's take it back to childhood. So tell me about what is your fondest memory of acting in your childhood years?
Well, it was actually my very first play. I was in the second grade. I auditioned to play a mom. I was a mom in the second grade. Isn't that funny?
Yes, that is.
But it was a Christmas play.
That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry.
But yes, it was just so cute because my family got all involved. My parents, they took me to the store to get me a little Christmas gown, and everyone came to the performance, to the play. And I was just so excited. Everyone was so happy for me. And I was like, when I was on stage, I'm like, I've arrived. This is where I belong. This space belongs on its Hizoob. Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, I see what you're doing there. I'm gonna work it out, but I got what you're doing. But that's good though. Yes, this face belongs on the tissue. Yes. How are you?
Right. We love Martin.
Yes, we love Martin very much. Martin. Yeah. Shout out to him. But yeah, so you played a mom in the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's where it started. Actually, it started at home because I was not shy to get all of my family members to come to the living room because I was going to put on a show. I would get on everybody's nerves. Thank you guys for, just watching and enjoying. But yeah, I used to get on everybody's nerves because I'm like, everyone, come to the living room. I have a show to put on. Yeah, dancing, singing, acting, modeling, all of that. I love to entertain. Perfect timing.
Yeah. It's amazing how that works. The buttons are here, and then it just happens like
magical.
that. It's magic. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that because we all want to know what your humble beginnings were because now you're on the front of movie posters and people are highlighting you and they're passing your headshots over to other people that do casting as well and they are looking for bright, fresh faces to put in their movies. So I'm glad you were able to take it from childhood all the way to adulthood with acting.
Thank you. It wasn't easy though, because once you get older, of course, responsibilities, and now you have to balance earning a living and your dream, like your passion. So it wasn't easy. There was times that I worked like a 16-hour day and still had to go to set and stay up for like 12 hours. So I'm like, I'm not getting any sleep. And then also having to drive, because sometimes I would film in Philly, living in DC. I would have to drive from Philly back to DC to go back to work 16 hours. It was rough. Wow. But when you really love it, you just do it. You find a balance, you find the inner strength, and you make it happen. Get it done.
Well, that certainly sounds intense.
It is.
Yeah.
Just talking about it, I just had to take a deep breath because it used to get crazy. Yeah. But, you got to follow your dreams.
Definitely. Now, I know that you have been in a couple, multiple productions so far. We don't have to name all of them, but what I want you to talk about is tell me about a time when you just really felt like a superhero when you were on set.
Portrayed a role. I can say the time that I felt like a superhero, period, in doing what I love. I was filming 2 movies at the same time. Literally filming. It was crazy. Yes, I was filming 2 movies at the same time, so much so that I had clothing from the first movie, from one movie, in the front seat. Like my whole front seat was like clothes everywhere. Back seat, clothes everywhere for the other production. So it was just like, oh my gosh. And then learning the script for this movie, learning the script for that movie, sometimes needing to film in the same day. It got crazy, but I'm a superhero, so I made it happen. Absolutely. So if you want somebody that's dedicated to the craft, a hard worker, that's me. I don't play no games. I get it done.
Yeah. No, you definitely do. I appreciate that about you. 2 movies at the same time.
Yeah.
How did that even happen?
It was crazy. I'm glad you asked, Devin. So how it happened was I auditioned and I got the role for one film, right? And I knew the schedule, right? But then this other film came along and I was like, I know I couldn't do it. I know that I could not do it because the schedules overlapped, right? On the same days. So I was like, I can't say no to this. So I'm just going to say yes and figure it out. So I did. And I figured it out, right? And then it was one day that I had to be at both places at the same time. But the other place canceled, the other film canceled, and I had to do it the next day. So I had the full day of doing Work Bay. So yeah. Work Bay. Shout out to Kyrie Terrell.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was cool. Thankfully I did that because if I never agreed to it, because it was God telling me, just say, yeah, you can do it. Knowing darn well I was already cast for another movie and we were in production. So it's like, I can't turn my back on this. But I couldn't turn my back on Work Bay.
Right.
That was the one.
Right, definitely. Yeah. Wow. Well, that is really impressive that you were able to do that because I mean, we see stars sometimes that are on one show and then they're on another show, and you're wondering like how they have the time to dedicate the time needed to learn both roles. Because I want you to tell me a little, well, to your comfort level, I would like for you to kind of explain, how do you get ready for a role?
I just study my lines, honestly, and I just kind of meditate on what's going on and what I want to portray. Like, I kind of write everything down, like, okay, what is her purpose? What is she thinking? Why is she doing this? What is her feeling? Like, I try to get into all of the emotions of the character, and then I do my best at portraying it. Yeah.
Is there, now I'm also thinking about how some people do what's called method acting. And sometimes it looks like, wow, they really took it far. Like, I think about the movie that 50 Cent did where he lost all that weight.
Oh my God, yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
You're not doing that?
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll cut my hair or something, but I ain't getting that skinny.
Right. Not getting that
I
skinny.
need my hips, baby.
Yeah.
Hips don't lie.
Yeah.
Shakira.
Yeah, I feel you.
Stop trying to make fetch work.
All right. So anyway, let's keep it moving. Yes, but to keep moving on. So we cover you did 2 movies at the same time.
Yeah.
Would you ever do that again?
Absolutely. It's so scary, but I love when I'm like under that pressure. I feel alive. When I'm not doing that, I'm like, oh, it's so boring. But when I'm under that pressure and so much stuff is going on at the same time, I'm so excited. Like, there was an instance that I was filming a different movie, right? And in the middle of filming, I had to do the poster for Work Bay. And so I'm like, okay, all right, cut. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I have to do this photo shoot. It's just down the road. It's going to take me 20 minutes to get there. It's probably going to take 30 minutes to do the photo shoot. And then I'll come back and film the rest of the scene. They let me do it.
Wow.
And I did the poster.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
it worked out.
Well done.
Thank you.
So,
I'm kind of my applause. Yes. Let it flow. Yeah, I was proud of myself for that one.
yeah. I'm glad you was able to do that. That actually sounds like something I would see on a sitcom or something,
right?
Where you got to be in 2 places at the same time, and
It was crazy.
And you got to run back and forth, and then people are like, "Wait a minute, aren't you just here?"
Yeah, and I had to change my whole entire look. Like, I had one look for Work Bay, and then I went to the other set, changed my hair, changed the clothes, and voila, it was magic. Magic. Yes, it was.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad that we could find a sound effect.
That is mine. I'm taking it with me.
Okay.
That is everything.
It is yours. You can have it.
Thanks.
All
I don't
right.
know how I'm gonna have it, but I like it.
Yeah, I don't know either, but we'll work it out. So let's see. So moving along, are there particular types of roles that you go after? Or are you open? It seems like you're open to playing a bunch of different roles, but are there certain roles that resonate with you more than others?
I will take on any role. Yeah, I'll try anything once. And everything that I've done so far, I enjoy, so I'll do it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah.
No, that answers it very succinct. That's very good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to know, because I think about what kind of opportunities are out there on the horizon for you, and just something, I've been an extra before, but I've never been like a star actor or anything like that. But just from the outside looking in, I feel like I've seen certain artists maybe start out one way, where maybe take is Kerry Washington, is she the Scandal? Okay, right. So one minute I'm seeing Kerry Washington in movies like Little Man, or I'm seeing her in Save the Last Dance, and then you get Scandal, and you get a bunch of other movies that she's doing as well too, and those roles are so starkly different. And I'm just thinking about, as people get more established and they become more, I don't want to say set in their ways, but they just really lean into who they are. And maybe there might be some things where you're like, well, you know, that was fun when I was like 25, or that was cool when I was 30. But now that I'm 40 or 45, I see myself a little bit differently, and I feel like I need to do this. So that's essentially why I asked.
Yeah, but if you're like 45 trying to play a teenager, it's just not going to happen. I mean, it could if I'm hoping I still look that good, but you know, it may not resonate with you naturally. But if they say, oh, you look good, you can be a 18-year-old, I'm doing it. You better believe it. I like challenging myself. That's what it's all about.
You know, that just made me think about something. I mean, you just said something, and it just made me think about this real quick. Let me just do this. Yeah, we won't get too much into it. Yeah.
I was ready to do a whole video shoot.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All things in time.
Yeah.
Yes. Stick with me,
That's
my
next.
friend. We're going straight to the top. Wait. What did I think about the episode of Martin where he was talking about where him and Gina first met, and he was like being like he was in that 70s movie The Mac, and she was like, where do we go from here, or where do we go now? And he said, to the top if you're not too afraid. He said something like that. Yo, that
was a good episod.
That was a good episode. Yeah, it was fun.
And she had on my favorite color, yellow.
You're a bad man. You're a very bad man. Yeah. Red bones. Yeah. Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate you saying that, though. I like the fact that you are flexible and you like challenges and you like to take on roles that would allow you to just to add to your repertoire, because at the end of the day, you are an actor. But I think that even more significant than just that word actor, you're a storyteller. And I feel like what's really cool about you is that when you take on these roles and you fully immerse yourself in the character, where you know the lines, you know everyone in the scene, you know their lines as well, you know what the backstory is between characters and why they interact the way they do with each other. And I think that what's really cool is that as a storyteller, you are an author, because people will only know, like, it should be to the point where it's like, man, nobody else could play that role like Tierra. Like she just did it really well. So I just want you to talk about what that's like when you nail a performance, and not even so much worried about what other people say about it, but just knowing in your heart that you gave it all that you had, and it came out really well. How does that feel for you?
It feels great, because honestly, all I worry about is if I felt good about the performance, if I gave it everything that I could, did I do all of the breakdowns with it? If I did that and I feel good about it, I'm happy, very happy with it. Yeah, and then after that, it's like, oh, I can't wait to share it with everybody.
Yeah.
And get the feedback. I love feedback.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's good. I mean, because acting is a tough game, because when I think about headshots, when I think about auditioning and self-tapes, when I think about just the pressure that actors can face on set, whether, because we're in a pandemic, so people might have like COVID-like symptoms, or sometimes people have to miss like engagements, like hanging out with friends or family. You have to make a lot of sacrifices to be an actor.
Yeah.
So how have you been able to manage those sacrifices that you have to make in order to pursue your dreams?
As sacrifices as far as what?
Well, as far as like time spent with loved ones, as far as like how or maybe I should ask it this way. How has acting impacted your friendships and your relationships with family? Has it impacted it at all?
I don't think it impacted relationships with people. No, I actually just love sharing what I'm doing with everyone, and a lot of people have been really supportive and very excited about what I'm doing, so that's, what's important to me. Yeah, sometimes I get nervous when I put things out there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm waiting for the feedback. What are they going to say? I get so nervous, but then the positive feedback and everyone calling and saying they're proud of me, it goes a long way, because it can be frustrating, just trying to shoot for the stars and follow your dreams, because you're doing all this, but you're going into the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to get the gig. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. You don't know what the future holds for you. But I do it because I love doing it. And because as long as I love doing it, I'm going to continue to do it and share it with my people.
So, So how do you find out, or how do you get the opportunity to audition for these parts that you ultimately earn?
A lot of things I find, online, and other opportunities come from them seeing me in work, or they come across my social media page and then they'll say, hey, can you audition for this? And then I'll do an audition tape. They'll send me the lines, I'll record it. And sometimes when I'm doing my audition tapes, guys, after I film it, I sit back and watch it as if I'm not Tierra Goode. And let me just tell you, I'm sitting there like this. The whole time I'm like, oh my God, that was me.
Yeah.
Not to toot my own horn, but aren't you supposed to hype yourself up, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Where my hype up sound? Give me something. No. Sparkle. Give me some applause.
What the fuck happened?
You gotta hype yourself up. If you don't do it, who will? You gotta do it first.
Yes.
You have to be your own biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're your own biggest fan?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you your own biggest fan? And I look good on camera. I look good on camera.
Every time I turn it up slightly. But anyway, yes.
Yeah, you hype yourself up all the time. Let's take a page from his book. We have to hype ourselves up. And only be around people who also hype you up. You my hype man.
Okay.
Up top.
Yeah. I'm definitely your hype man.
Yes.
Whatever you need. I'm your
And I'm his hype man,
Yeah,
Only
true.
hang around friends that hype you up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a shout out to Devin Caudle. We had a good experience, like just doing her interview and her second interview on the Devin Zoolander show, and then she took us to this cool place in Brewery Town where we had a couple nice beers and we had a nice sandwich. And I just remember her talking about, like, sometimes your friends be your biggest haters, or sometimes your man or your woman can be your biggest hater. So
This is true.
I don't know where that comes from, though, that people that are close to you.
Your inner circle.
Yeah.
Why is it like that? Who knows?
I don't know. But it is interesting, and I know in being around you for a good amount of time these past few months, like I feel like I've learned from you that you just really want everyone to win. You want everybody you want to be the baddest in your lane, and you want them to be the baddest in their lane.
I want everybody to win.
Yeah.
I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to follow their dreams. I want all of us to sit at a table together and just celebrate each other. Just be happy. Let's talk about what you're doing, and just celebrate. Life is short, so you need like a support system, and everyone doing it together it would be the ideal thing. But that doesn't happen these days, which I don't understand why everyone is so like separated. Everyone wants to do their own thing. But me, I'm still looking for a team. You my teammate.
Yeah. I'm your teammate. I'm your you Mike, I'm Pippin. That's cool.
Hey, I don't know who these people are, but
okay.
Yeah.
So Mike.
Oh, Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I'm about to say football. See, that's how bad it is.
All right. All right, that's
I
cool.
lost my headset.
Somebody almost lost their headset, but it's all good. Yes. Oh.
It's good. We're good.
Stop trying to make fetch work.
All right. So anyway, let's just keep it moving. So, I mean, acting is one of those things that I feel like it can be a very rewarding business, but I feel like it can also be difficult. What are some of the challenges? Like if someone is entering into acting and they're talking to you who is an experienced actor and they want to know, like, hey, what are some things I should look out for, or how do I keep myself motivated? Like what is it, like if someone critiques my performance and I feel like the critique, it's supposed to be constructive, but it feels like it's getting personal. How do I deal with things like that? So what would you say to a young actor that is trying to make it in the industry?
I would just say stay grounded within yourself. Like if you are proud of what you're doing, you're giving it your all. I touched on this earlier. You have to be happy with your own performance and take the constructive criticism. It might be some things that you can take from it, but don't dwell on it, because I had people, and not just acting, just in life, period, just hate on me and tell me, oh, don't do this, you shouldn't do this. If I would have listened to that, I wouldn't have done anything in my life, because people try to put their fears on you So you go after your dream, you live out your passion. As long as you're having fun with it and you're giving it your all, you're taking acting classes, you're auditioning as much as you can. As long as you're doing that, you're doing all the right things.